Good morning, everybody. I thought I'd start off showing you my assistant because he was being extra whiny and needy when every time I tried to film, he started having a fit. So I said, okay, come in here and be a part of it. Oh, and we love the butt scratch. We love the butt scratch. This is not about the dog. This is about the current bead weaving project. So let's take a look here. And that's where I am so far. This at the top, it will come scooting down. I just would have to set the whole loom up on stilts or sit even lower than I am sitting right now. So I just do it up here and then push them down. One length of thread, the way I cut it, is about 3 rows. So I just did a calculation a while ago. I just finished 176, so that's 24, that's 34 rows so far. I've got one more row on this piece of thread that will fit. So if you are familiar with this subject matter already, you may start to recognize this, but I'm going to keep that under wraps a little bit for right now. But he's coming along. I still have to straighten stuff out a little bit. You can see where it kind of curves down the bottom. That's just as it gets closer to the end, it gets really tight, and it doesn't. It's got more play up here in the middle. So it doesn't matter. When I take them off the loom, I always square them up anyway, so it'll be fine. There's my pin cushion. And my I did these glasses specifically for bead weaving. They are very high intensity, what's the word I want? Magnifying. And I set the focus on them at about 7 inches. So it's like my nose is right up against the thing, but that's what felt right for me. And the poor eye doctor was confused. They couldn't understand why I needed reading glasses like that. And I could say, they're not reading, but oh well. And there's my trusty clothespins. And as somebody thought that they were full size one time, I'd like to point out that they are not full size. They're little bitty things. But I am keeping my threads kind of organized in every 3 rows. The beginning and the end starts and ends on this side. So I just wrap them up and drop them down. I thought I'd try it with all these clothespins just so I could easily count how many rows have I done so far. Okay. So then we have my palette. I think it looks cuter here. So these line up with what I have here. And so every cube or receptacle, whatever, has its own corresponding number. So that way when I'm down here, I can go, oh, okay, that one is 0002, and that one is, well, that one I know because that's 10. Everything is, if anything's going to be memorized, it's going to be the pure black and the pure white. So come on, dog, up here. And then I've got a few colors that I'm going to add in this particular area that I know I don't like the palette that I have, and I want to add in some more. So these will just be like flecks of color. And then, of course, 200, which is the pure shiny white. I've got a pile. I've got another pile. And then I got the big, giant, mega used bottle that I just put 200 on it, and it's good to go. I've got my Fireline. I'm going to give a shout out to Fireline because it is the best I've ever found. I don't really want to show off the label, but why not? Because this is my old friends at, well, this is Fusion Beads, which is one of my suppliers. And to get this this palette of about 1,100 colors, I have to often go to several different vendors in order to get it, because nobody keeps that much in stock. But different ones will keep different ones in stock, duh. So that's enough of that. This guy will have about 40,000 beads when he's done. I'm figuring I'm going about 220. Oh, I know, somebody's got to itch. He's going, it's a bad hair day, Mom. Why are you doing this? Oh, I got his foot moving. Okay, anyway, this is about 220 rows tall. Oh, it looks like a long way away from this angle, huh? And it's 196 beads wide, so 197 warp threads. And it's moving pretty quickly because I've got that huge white background. I don't have to spend as much time on one of these and two of these and, you know, all the way across. There's an awful lot of 75 of those, and, you know, so it makes it go quicker. And this one is predominantly this plain white background. When I first laid it out, it wanted several different colors of white and clear and crystal, and that to me was more distracting than it was useful. So you can go exactly by what you first lay out, or you can make changes as you go along, and I tend to make changes as I go along, and then sometimes I take it out and scrap it and go back to what I'd originally laid out. So it's a little bit of both. I'm liking that. I was a little concerned with some of the color choices, and yeah, in reality, I think if I was doing it again, I wouldn't be quite so purpley, but I think it's going to be fine in the overall effect that I'm trying to have. But I think that's enough for this one. Mr. Squiggly is being Mr. Squiggly, because, you know, getting your butt scratched is the best thing in the world. But I think that's enough for today. If you get any questions, definitely leave them in the comments. Let me know what you think about this, because the comments, I try to answer every comment that I can, unless it's really rude, and then usually that goes away. And unfortunately, there are always people like that. Did I say how many beads this is probably going to take? I forget. Well, I'll tell you again, about 40,000. Anyway, as we get closer, I'll actually get out the calculator and tell you how many. But thank you so much. Give it a thumbs up. Even if you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Both really let YouTube know that people are interested in seeing this kind of content, and may place me higher in the search category, something like that. Comments are great. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate it. YouTube looks at that very much as an integral part of, if you don't have subscribers, then why should they bother featuring you? So it's kind of a snowball effect. You get more subscribers, they feature you more, then you get more subscribers, you know, so that helps out. I appreciate every one of you that takes the time to watch this, and that's all. I will post another one probably, I don't know. I'm not going to put a bead count on it because I can't think right now. Thanks so much. Bye.